Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. This is chapter number 8. I am Michael, and with me is Nicholas Uprak.
Greetings, everyone. It's like we never left.
Yeah, so it's 10:55 p.m., and there is an 11 p.m. Execution for Detective.
Yes. So luckily you got there in time. 5 minutes to spare. Let's stop this.
How are we going to stop it?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
My plan was going to be wait until he gets killed and then undo his death,
Well, I mean, that would also work since you have the ghost trick powers.
because that's been our plan, time.
Well, Sissel always seems to get places like just too late.
hmm Speaking of which, the power is out.
Mm-hmm. And someone is dancing.
It's Bailey.
Oh, crazy Bailey. Does the straight man here, does he get a name?
No.
Oh, poor guy.
I think he might get a name. I don't know. I'd have to check. But I'm busy doing commentary right now to check.
Well, I know in the character descriptions that you can look through, it's only the only one they show is Inspector Bailey.
hmm Well, in the character descriptions, all the names are just names. They're usually names that Sissel made up.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Rather than Inspector Cabanella, he says the dancing gentleman in white.
Hmm. I think Memory's like the cute chicken girl or something like that.
He likes memory. Oh,
He does, yeah. We need to get those two together.
yeah. Well, he's dead, but
Oh, sorry, Memory.
maybe that's what Sissel was trying to talk to Lynn about. He's like, "Hey, could you get?" And she just shot him out of jealousy. Is that really the best use of the security camera?
Well, I mean, they're not very good guards.
Well, I mean, how often do things happen in like the security office? This is the security center, right?
Yes.
Uh, I'm letting everybody watch the dance, by the way. That's the
Yes.
huge digression, but
It is. It's well worth it. And you can come back here multiple times, and he'll have Bailey will have different crazy dialogue about how he has to dance.
he is just a dancing fool.
he is. Can't help himself.
So this is useful, Ghost World lets us see stuff, even though it's very dark. This is a kind of a tricky puzzle. Oh, but we have the water drop there.
Mm-hmm.
Need to time it because you'll notice. Hey, guess what? Now the water drop's gone.
Yes. Yeah, I actually missed that on my recent replay through this because you can come here and there won't be a water drop at some point, so you don't see a core. So it took me a couple times just getting lucky to find out that there was water dropping there.
Yeah. But in any case, we solved the puzzle, and now we have this generator working.
Mm-hmm.
And is that really what generators look like? That's really how they work?
I don't know. Apparently there was one load-bearing nut which he didn't reattach yet because as soon as he reattached it, everything was working.
With a wrench, too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm the fact that apparently they have a gyroscope with one on it, which actually provides power.
You got to ride the gyroscope up.
Our,
You can actually go upwards even further. There's no real point right now, but the curry-loving inmate has fallen asleep in the midst of digging a tunnel.
yeah, he has no idea what that means, and he can't really guess.
No, something happened.
Okay, so you'll notice this is what happened. We
Mm-hmm.
the chair on, well, electrical fire.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, thought of
Yes,
cleaning off the chair before using it.
yes, they did. They didn't bother testing it until the prisoner was right next to it. Actually, the only person who warns them about this is Bailey. There's multiple times when you can see his dialogue where he's trying to tell them that they should clean it or something first.
Nobody
But
listens to him because he's just a dancing fool.
yeah, he's crazy. That's what he gets for dancing all the time. No one wants to listen to him anymore. And there we see we're too late again. There's poor Detective Jowd.
Looks kind of peaceful, though.
Yeah. I hate to disturb him.
All right, so you absolutely have to hear their conversation before you can flip the switch and electrocute this guy.
Yes, and you also have to time it right. The wrench actually has to be on the chair.
Yeah. And also, you have to time this right. You have more water drops.
Mm-hmm.
But all the puzzles after here are really simple. It's just move from item to item.
Yeah, but yeah, basically.
So many internal phones in this building.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has a cell phone either.
No, nope. Or some sort of walkie-talkie or anything.
Yeah, huh. They have electric security bugs, though. Anyway, we're finally going to talk to him. It's just interesting because if you remember, there was a particular painting inside Detective Jowd's cell.
Mm-hmm.
He was drawing.
So Jowd's still a little groggy, doesn't have his memory back yet.
And he doesn't really want his memory back yet, because I guess, he is being executed for killing his wife, so I can understand not wanting to remember.
Mm-hmm.
But the name Lynn causes his memory to return, kind of.
Yes. That's the magic word right there.
You'd think that, he would clean up his shirt.
Yeah, I mean, he's dead. Pick a better shirt than that.
So you can't control what you look like in the ghost world.
Apparently not, because everyone is wearing what they wore when they died.
Well, no, you can, because, the first time we see Lynn, she appears as Inspector.
Oh, yes, that is true.
And she realizes, wait a minute, that's not who I am, and then she switches back to Lynn. And our friend Ray, the dancing light bulb from the tutorial, purposely appears as a light bulb rather than, himself. Well, I'm just getting whiny because Jowd has 2 different outfits. Gonna switch to his other outfit. It's like, why didn't he pick his outfit this time? This current one is kind of messy.
You're a ghost, Jowd, not a slob. Come on, get it together.
Yes. And this is the puzzle you like a lot.
Yes, this is one of my favorite ones in the game.
But the toilet is clogged.
Mm-hmm.
So
Unfortunate.
huge flaw in their plan of building an escape tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to think too much about this because, I mean, the hook should catch any solid waste that goes down the toilet, right?
Yeah.
So there's had to have been some awful discoveries on the poor Curry prisoner.
On his part, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's specifically anything which is red and has an X, R, and O.
So apparently the janitor had the day off because Jowd's garbage is overflowing.
And
so he just flushes the napkin.
Suspicious that this guy has just been attacking his toilet nonstop for.
We should call a plumber or something.
You think maybe he would try, flushing another piece of paper down the toilet?
Yeah, kicking it does not seem to be working.
All the guards look the same.
Yeah, I think they are definitely hiring based on type here. I just find guys that look like each other.
And I'm gonna have to question the fact that they have so many keys when they only have
There are 4 cells in this prison. You don't need those 20 keys.
only 3 of them are in use. And Jowd is being rather pleasant.
Seems like a nice guy for a murder.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry you have to kill me.
Easy
Easy on you.
No, this has to be awkward.
Prepare to test.
Yeah. Shouldn't we have done this earlier? Or at least taken, like,
Yeah.
a dust rag to the machine beforehand?
So here's my question. Why is it that Jowd takes the force of the attack when the guard was standing clearly just as close?
Yeah, he is fine.
Maybe the electricity just goes to the left, because that's how electricity works. Here's my question. How does Jowd end up, dead right next to the chair when he is clearly...
Yeah, I agree. There's something happened during that temporary blackout. I'm not sure if the chair killed him, because his body's been moved.
Well, it's one of the questionable death sequences of the game, I would say, because, we just saw this whole scene of them testing out the chair, and Sissel can't do anything during that time.
Right. Yeah, if you get to this chair part right here, you just lose. They don't allow you to trick your way around the room beforehand.
Yeah, which is interesting, because clearly there are, 20 seconds before he throws the switch, while all are in the room.
Yes, this is also, although this is one of my favorite parts in the game, this is the worst use of 4 minutes, because it's clear this has to be like 10 or something, unless they sprinted down from Jowd's cell.
Yeah. Well, and we have 2 phone calls, so you want to make sure to take the correct phone call.
Yeah, if you take the first one, it's just Bailey warning you about the chair, and if you go there, then you can't really do anything.
No, you mean if you take the second one.
Oh, is it the second one?
Yeah.
One of them is Bailey. I forget which one.
The first one. So clearly this must be the proper one.
Yeah, I think that's one of the few times in these sort of scenes where not taking the first phone call you can is a mistake.
All right, so that was our trick. We open up the piece of paper. Maybe they had another puzzle planned for the rocker cell, because there are a lot of things you can go to in his cell, but you can trick.
There's one that you use in the upcoming chapter, but yeah, it's a very cluttered location compared to some of the other places.
Yeah, especially compared to, say, this room, which is rather... And this time, the guy sort of... I'd say he forgoes his usual thing, and they just automatically send you to the left-hand side of the room. Whereas previously, it was sort of a complicated system he had going on.
Yeah. So, what they're talking about here is now you need to eventually get downstairs somehow. And the best way to do that is with the spoon. So you've got to get this curry lever moving again.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I guess I said what I said wrong. He throws the spoon away automatically before you can jump to it. I'm sure everybody knows what I meant, though.
Yeah, it's okay. We figured it out now. So
he does that every single time. Why does he lick the spoon?
I don't know. I think the guards should notice that there's these huge dirt clods just floating in his water glass.
I don't know where the dirt clods come from. I don't know. When he goes out and plays baseball, he just, shakes it off of the...
Why is he covered in dirt every day? I don't know.
Maybe he just flushes it all down the toilet.
So what Michael did there was really important, because if you flush it without the red letter on it, the curry loving guy just gets confused and doesn't do anything, because there's no message attached to it.
Thanks for pointing that out. I missed that.
Yeah, also, if you're curious, the red stain there is actually ketchup. Jowd will talk about it if you inspect it.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
He loves ketchup, so he has an enormous tub in his cell.
That's interesting because you can't really see the ketchup. I can understand chicken. Well, everybody loves chicken in this game. Curry Man's got a huge poster of chicken.
I mean, that's got to be the tamest poster a prisoner could pick for his cell, right?
Mm-hmm. They probably just reused the design from the chicken kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, it has the bow or whatever that is on the bone.
I'm surprised this guy is, such a big fat guy for, if you're digging an escape tunnel, you'd think he might want to try losing weight.
Huh? I mean, he wouldn't have to dig it so big if he was smaller.
Yeah, he could get out of there really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he and the rocker guy switched places, that would be fantastic. So, Sissel went to the room early and set off the electric chair when nobody was in the room.
Yes. So now he can't be executed, but he's still stuck in the prison, so you have to do something about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And is it just me, or is this the worst failsafe ever in prison history? Like, if electricity goes out, you let all the prisoners out? That seems like a terrible time to want to do that.
I'm not entirely sure, but it's for the prisoner's safety.
Well,
What if somebody's trapped inside there?
but now they're all loose with the guards. And one of them's a known murderer.
Yeah, huh. But all the guards are extremely well prepared with night vision goggles and things.
Yeah, it's true. But one of them is Bailey, right? Or no, is he dancing?
Bailey's dancing.
He's okay. So he's not.
Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. We're gonna have like a second half to the puzzle of getting Jowd out of the prison alive.
Yes. And just because I can't be happy the entire time, this upcoming chapter is probably my least favorite part of the game.
It's difficult, so I will grant you that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got kind of a weird mechanic, which involves Jowd having psychic abilities for some reason.
Well, he's a detective, so of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think Jowd is pretty safe from execution. We completely destroyed the electric chair.
Yeah, seriously, there's no way they're going to be able to rebuild that within
Like 3 hours, yeah. I mean, he's good for the rest of the day. Maybe not so good for tomorrow, but definitely good for today.
I don't think they have a spare anywhere.